they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. And as we know, based on the end of the previous class trial, it does contain everyone's information. Well, not just Hajime's. Nagito said these only contain information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, Reserve Course Student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Course student from the Reserve Department. Why? Is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? Why? Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Ah. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying. When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
本当だ。私のプロフィールもある。でも残念ながら詳しいことは何も書かれてないみたいだね。
詳しいこと？
私たちが記憶を失ってるっていう希望が峰学園で生活してた頃の情報だよ。それがないってことは、これって私たちが入学する前に書かれたプロフィールなのかもしれないね。
じゃあそこから新しい手がかりを手に入れるのは無理なんだな。
そうみたいだね。
Hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
そのファイルってあいつの名前がないよな。確かに16人分のプロフィールがあるのに、でもあいつの名前だけはないよな。
誰のこと？
戸上だ。戸上白夜だよ。よく見てみろよ。あいつの名前だけどこにも見当たらないぞ。
I don't see his name anywhere. Oh, holy shit. What if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No. It's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hovspeak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. You know, something that has been bugging me for a long time now, ever since he showed up on this island. I've been wondering if you remember the end of the first game. We can clearly see that Monokuma, well, we can clearly see it here too, that Monokuma is still active. But he seems to know what transpired in the first game. Yeah, and I've been wondering all this time, who is actually Monokuma in this game? But because Monokuma here seems to know what happened in the first game, it's just... How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You are basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You would know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. Then suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter.
もしかしてでもね、
That was his talent. Having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not.
うぷぷぷ。
にかく
A talent is both a blessing and a curse.
しょぼーんそういうこと
Well, I did think it was strange that he had gotten so bulky. What was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
いやいや
If you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. Oh, well, gee. And who was it that took them? I mean, it would be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There is no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who is the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that? Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out. So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it. The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation. Not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here. It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right? Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Oh crap. We're running out of time. Time's up. I don't think we know anything.
生物にとって最も大切なものとは何か。僕は時間じゃないかと思うんだ。ほら、預金通帳は減ったり増えたりするけど、時間は常に減っていく一方でしょ。だから僕らは時間を大切にしないといけないんだ。 時間の無駄遣いほどもったいない行為はないからね。というわけで時間です。最後の学級裁判を始めるのでモノクマロックに集合してください。ぷぷぷぷ、じゃあまた後でね。
Last class trial. Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be their last one.
でもね。
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
あのね。
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. A class trial for Nagita's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
でもね。
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
ね?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? So beautiful! You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. The power of friendship. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone. As long as everyone cooperates and works together. Friendship will overpower anything. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Things will be fine. We just have to work together. Everything will work out. That's beautiful. I think there is something wrong with me, but every time I think about Monokuma Rock now, I can only see the picture of Monokuma with his bulging abs standing there imposing. There's... I don't... Shouldn't there be more people? So it's going to happen again. The cruel conflict. Or we must doubt our friends. but once we're through with this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily. Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know. That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial. I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull all the stops. Okay, well, good luck with that. Hey. Why are you here? Oh, okay. You haven't realized it yet. That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
What are you saying? There is no way Monokuma will end things here. He is planning something far worse. Stupid rabbits should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I have realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there is a possibility, you must face it in order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
Okay.
あの
I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
待て
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
お前な
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes?
あ
Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It would be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Fine.
でもね
Somehow, I understand what Monomi is saying. I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. And as if on cue, the escalator emerges. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself, over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. It just seems like I don't know. It just seems like this isn't the end. It just feels like there's still too many questions and no answers.
あのねそうですよね
Only 6 people left now.
クソが
あの
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, so we're pretty screwed. During the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. I think you misspelled that. But even if he's gone, the one who have survived need to stand and fight.
よっしゃ
ではビバ殺しゃい。
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. Tim. I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. You just had to show this picture, didn't you? He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he would become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it. There's no way you can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that is all the more reason we need to do this. Yay! The last class trial. Ah, God, I am tired. Not tired, but this game is kind of mentally draining on you. Time-wise, okay, I'm just gonna stop right here. So what we'll do is we'll play through the first half of the trial up until the interlude, and then we'll play through the second half. The the upcoming recording sessions. So, as I mentioned some time ago, I can definitely recommend you to. I recommend you to pay attention to what happens during this chapter, because I will talk about this at the end of the game, and yeah, we'll talk about this after we're done with this game, and I will be talking about chapter 5 quite a bit. So, so I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you are enjoying this as much as I am. And yeah, take care, and bye bye.